Hello my lovelies and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. And today we are going to be starting this lovely flower that actually sits in that frame that you would have seen on the unboxing recently. It's got a very sort of hard backing on it. As you can see, it's really quite thick, much better quality than the works. What the plan of action is for this is I'm going to tackle each flower as we go along. So for example, we're going to be working on as much as we can on these orange flowers at the moment, and then working our way in. Because if we was to do everyone, we'll probably be here all day. But really lovely canvas thing here. It's nice and thick, this, so I quite like this. So we're just going to pop that on here, and as we know, I will be putting some washi tape onto that once I start. Let me see if I can grab some quick. I do have one washi over here. Aha! There we go. What I like to do is I put a bit of washi tape on this cellophane so that I know which side it is, because as we all know, it will pull like hell if you put it round the wrong way. Okay, let me just see. Yeah, that's on. Stocker to that then. Okay, so we're going to be working on these colours here. So yellow and an orange, and then a sort of darker orange and a brighter yellow. So really good. It reminds me of fruit splits. You know them lollipops, the ice lollies that are called fruit splits. Now obviously the difficulty I have with this sort of cellophane is I can't tell whether this is sticky or that's sticky because it's so transparent. But yeah, they've got that colour spot on. I've been following the Titan case of this lost ship, and they've been saying today that they are limited on food down there. So apparently it's like basic rations and stuff, and obviously tomorrow's the big day before the oxygen completely goes. Now obviously it's only an estimate, but people are actually counting down the oxygen in that, and I'm really hopeful that they can find them in that. And then every day at sort of Sky News. The funny thing is I never ever watch Sky News, but Sky News is great because it's like a loop system. So what they do is they repeat the same stuff all throughout the day. It's like a continuous loop. And they were talking about it, and then all of a sudden they had to cut into Jeremy Hunt because he's been being interviewed over this COVID thing, because apparently it's all supposed to have been lies, and we've been lied to by the Prime Minister and stuff. So they've been interviewing, so they cut away from that and then went into that, and then we went back into obviously the ship. And I was reading an article today on the news that apparently the guy, I think, who works for the company who's built this ship, you know, this submersible thing, apparently he did say to them that it was not safe, or something to do with safety checks weren't done or something, and he got fired for it. And so the article says he done a counter sue and done like an unfair dismissal claim, which is where an unfair dismissal claim is a claim where you take it to, say, like your employer, for example. If you don't feel that you've been sacked lawfully, you can appeal it and basically sue them for it because it's unfair dismissal, for example. So yeah, apparently he got fired because something to do with sharing information about the company or something. So yeah, tomorrow's going to be sort of like glued to the TV sort of day once I get in, because I really want to know what is going to happen and stuff. But apparently they're deploying, is there 2 joules on that? There is, look, there's 2 bloody joules stuck on that. So dear. Right, let's do that. But anyway, tomorrow apparently they're supposed to be deploying more boats or something, and they were loading up this special boat that's got this special equipment or something on it. So yeah, and I thought I've got to get my prism painting here, mid prism pen. It's lovely and sparkly, and it goes with this lovely flower that I'm working on. I quite like doing flowers, they're quite good to make. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bring in the L colour. I haven't got the S at the moment because I was working on a Christmas painting, and I was having a bit of a tidy up because I'm like, how can all these trays be full? And it turns out that 4 of these trays were of colours that were finished. So I drill dumped them into my jar of drills, and then I actually call it my jar of dirt because if you watch parts of, oh, look at the bug, don't get stuck on it, it'd be a glue trap. But anyway, I call it my jar of dirt because there's a scene in Captain Jack Sparrow with, I think it's Dead Man's Chest, they put the heart of Davy Jones in this jar of sand, which to Johnny Depp, Captain Jack, Johnny Depp plays him, is supposed to be a jar of dirt. But it turns out it's sand, and he buries the heart in it because the Flying Dutchman must always have a heart. And if you stab that heart, then I don't know what happens to the Flying Dutchman, but yeah, so I'm really, really happy to be getting some of this done today. I just fancied a bit of a break. I've been working on my new summer painting, and I checked the tracking today, and I've got another Temu package coming tomorrow. I'm actually seeing, like, everywhere I go there's Temu orders. The internet is full of Temu unboxings. So it's such a great company, and I think, you know, the more people that do unboxings, the more we can get customers for Temu, and the more that, you know, Temu get great sales and profits and all sorts, really. So yeah, I mean, there's so many things on there. It's such a fantastic app. And Lazy Retired Granny, I think you should order a Temu package. These colours, it's not very often you get a painting that they've got, you know, spot on with colour, but they have really got spot on with this. This is fantastic. Fantastic. I mean, as well, I mean, if they don't find them tomorrow, then we can only presume that they've died in that, because they've actually been saying that they think it's imploded, so broken up into mini, you know, it's exploded and stuff, but they call it imploded. IMPLODD, I think it is. But yeah, I mean, what else can we, you know, once the oxygen runs out, it's sort of game over, really, isn't it? So I just hope that we wake up tomorrow and they go, they've been found, you know. I mean, even if they've been saying even if it floats to the top of the surface, there's no way of getting them out because they're bolted in. So, I mean, they'll be able to tell if they're at the surface because of the window that's in the front, but apparently they've been hearing loud bangs. Banging noises or something under the sea, and there's this professor or some expert on Sky, and he seems to think that it could be just like the vessels on top of the surface, but these sonar buoys apparently have been dropped. Hello, Formula One. So these solar buoys that have been dropped by planes have picked up some sound, but apparently it was linked to a Canada pilot plane or something. So and then last night in my bed I had the tablet on, listening to the news in case anything else cropped up, because it's like a continuous thing. And then I was just having a bit of a read on with my book and hearing out for anything. So yeah, when I read, I can't read like in my head, I have to read it out loud, because I do find that I go over the same line half a dozen times if I read it in my head. This flower's gorgeous, I really like this. It's really, really beautiful. As I say, I can't do the S colour because we haven't got enough trays, which is a shame because I would have liked to have at least get that flower finished, but you know, there's always next time. What I might do is I might just tip some on the mat, and because I feel like we need to complete it. Okay, I'm just going to get some more wax. I'm really happy with craft. This painting comes from Craft Buddy, and I'm really happy with their quality. You just feel like even just picking up the box, you know it's going to be great quality. It's just a fantastic company. Okay, so now we're going to do this very pumped up pumpkin sort of colour J there. So one of my friends has just had a kid, and he's really poorly. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but he's on an oxygen machine and he's fighting for it. So he's sort of like up against the machine at the moment, but apparently from the post I read today, he's doing really well, so which is really good. But yeah. Makes me think of a, you know, like a swirly lollipop, this. If you wanna lose paradise, simply run around and do it. I can't leave that like that, can we? We need to do the S, so I'm going to tip some out on the mat. This is the S colour here. I'll just tip a few out here. Don't want to get them all out. But without all of these, they're all sort of like very shallow, the drills and that, so it's pretty interesting. So yeah. But today I literally woke up and I couldn't believe it. I got up at 7 and then I went back to bed until like literally 1 o'clock. I was so annoyed with myself because I've lost so many hours where I've just like slept in. Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. Okay, so there seems to be, I don't know what this part here is, but it's some sort of thing. So we'll have a go at that. Do a bit of that there and just fill that up there. And that'll be that done. Looking at this, I could probably get this done in about 4 days. Depends if I do it or not. So yeah. And then apparently there's been, I think they said there was a shooting or something in the Middlesex hospital or something they were saying. Stick's quite good on that as well, but yeah, so I don't know what that was all about, but everyone had to be evacuated or something, so. Yeah. I'm loving this colour. It's like a pineapple colour, a banana colour. It's such a vibrant yellow. I love this. That's actually my granddad's favourite colour, this colour here. It's still really sort of humid and stuff. So yeah. Okay, and then I can see we've got something here forming, so we'll do what we can with this one, but it will be obviously half complete, this one, because the plan of action is when I've got, like for example, this is a partial, because obviously this ain't drilled there, so with partials I don't tend to do block processes. I tend to just like, oh, that's not that colour, that's K. Let me put that one there. Do it. That's the colour we want. And I think the reason why this pen is so long is so that you can just like extend your arm like that if you wanted to, I suppose, if you've got the cellophane. Oh, this one's got a sliding issue. Oh no. I think that's because the cellophane's on it. Just take that down a smidge and see if that does the trick. There we go, it was the cellophane. Okay, let's get some more of this S colour in. I would call this S colour that we're doing a very sort of like cherry tomato sort of colour. And then I was watching something in the House of Commons and they said something to do with 54 and the nose to the left, counting out votes, but what does the nose to the left mean? I don't know why they can't just say like left or right. Now I'm not going to do this flower in full, I've only diverted here because there's some of the colours that we've got out. I'm working on that colour at the moment, so I just want to, the plan of action is get all that colour done, then dual dump it, and it frees up the next, it frees up a tray for a different, you know, painting. So, and what I love about doing Temu is, although you have like about a week's wait, it's great. It gives me so much more time to get the other paintings a little bit further ahead. So that's what I love about Temu. But I've been ordering some clothing on there and it's come really nice. I'm really happy with my purchase. So yeah, it's been pretty good. Was that L? I just want to double check. Yeah, L. Okay, so then we're going to do, let's do a bit of K, because that seems to be the next biggest colour on the agenda. So seeing all these different bright colours makes me think of fruit splits. I really fancy a fruit split. Now, for all you folks across the pond, a fruit split is a type of ice lolly over here. You normally get it in blackcurrant, pineapple, and I think the other one's strawberry. And it's basically an ice lolly, but in the centre you've got the ice around the outside in like the blackcurrant, strawberry, or my mouth's watering thinking about this. Or pineapple, and then the inside you've got the ice cream. They're a basic sort of like very brand cheap ice lolly. If I ever get ice cream, I normally get Ben & Jerry's, because you get your money's worth with them. They fill it right to the very top, and I normally go for cookie dough. There's a marshmallow one that I normally have. But yeah. Okay, so we'll just finish off doing around this little K section. As I said, I'm not going to get the S out because that was purely just for over here, but if we get some more out when we get round to there, I will get some and just fill this little part in here. So yeah. But yeah, this heat is still lurking, unfortunately. Had a thunderstorm yesterday, but then it sort of kept, sort of lurking and stuff, so... Okie dokie, so let's do J next. Now if I wanted to I could multi-place, but we've got so much swapping and changing, so I would rather take this painting nice and slow, because it's going to be part of a flower theme. Unfortunately it didn't really take off in May, so I'm going to revisit the flower theme at a later date, and then obviously I'm going to obviously when this video goes up it will be the flower theme, but I'm also going to revisit the Marvel as well, because that didn't really take off very well. It's supposed to be every May, so what I might do with that is I might roll it over to next year, just for that sort of theme. And again with the flowers, I suppose, because obviously I like to do it when the Chelsea Flower Show is on, which is normally May, so yeah. But I suppose at least it'll be ready for next year. That's the thing with me, I like to get as much pre-recorded as I can done, and out the way. What I love about this also is I don't have to have that wretched bloody light pad, because if you put the light pad under this you're probably not going to get any light come through it, so yeah. It's really lovely to work on. I'm really enjoying this. Got some really lovely summery paintings coming up, which you'll see throughout July, and I'm probably going to extend it to August as well. Quite getting that sort of vibe, And we have got an orange flower here, but I'll tackle these ones up here first, before we move down there. So, yeah. This is what I say, like I tried to do a different painting each day just to get a bit more sort of done on each one. So that is looking yabba dabba doo. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones, abba yabba dabba doo da day, yay. So this is quite nice. You've got like, this looks to be like the flower, and then this is like I'd say like a rose or a chrysanthemum. I think it's chrysanthemum, but yeah, it looks like some sort of, I wouldn't say it's a tulip, but yeah, probably a chrysanthemum. I like, my nan used to have, I don't know if she still has them, but they're called butterfly plants. I don't know why they get their name, but you pinch them at the side and they sort of open up like that, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, as you can see, it's all sort of taking shape now. And that's what I love about partials, is with a partial I can just focus on that one sort of colour and then just offload it, so it's really cool. And still I've not ordered that crystal sealer. The thing is, since Temu came along, I don't really shop with, like, you know, GBFK, Fansels, all them big sort of painting companies, because the problem is all these painting companies bring out these paintings, but they also sell them on other, you know, third-party companies like Temu, Amazon. So technically they're losing custom because everyone's going to different sites to get them. So yeah, I mean, I can't recommend Temu enough. They're such a fantastic company. The amount of stuff I've got on there that I would normally pay a hell of a lot more through Amazon, it's just unbelievable. And yeah, some of the stuff, I mean, I even got this is called a it's basically a little chair, but apparently you're supposed to put your phone on it, and you see that little ledge there, you put it like that so that then you can stand that up and get your phone on there. So you know what it's like when you're standing there watching a video and you've got to hold it there while you're sitting down. You've got the little chair that can do it for you if you're sitting on your, perhaps your worktop doing dinner, or you're sitting at the table having your dinner. You know, you've got something for it to stand on. So I thought that was pretty good, pretty groovy. And it does fold up as well, so you can fold it up. So it's really cool. They've got loads of different colours as well. So little bits like that as well. They're cheap as bricks, you know. It's really, really so many bargains, and you find that you're addicted to it because you can't stop looking on there because there's so many good things. And then obviously one of their favourite features I like is when you check out, say like you want to get something else perhaps, or you see something else you like an hour later, then you can add it into that existing order, and they give you like a little timer thing, and it will say you can add this to this order in the next 7 hours, or so. It's really, really fun. And I've only just really started getting clothing through there, and it's fantastic. So I've seen a couple of hoodies I quite like on there, so I might get some of them. I need to get a drink because my mouth is drying up here. Oh, lovely. That's what you need when you're painting. If you talk as much as I do, you do need a cup of drink. I think everyone does though, to be fair. Like everyone who paints, like we probably all have our own sort of like cup of coffee. Me, I do love a cup of coffee, but I normally alternate it. So I'll have a coffee, then a tea, then a coffee and a tea. Sounds a bit like that song, doesn't it? Have you ever been in that situation where you lost your keys in your mobile phone? Lost my keys, lost my phone, lost my keys, lost my phone. But I can't believe it. I ordered my first 2 Christmas paintings. So I can't believe it. It's so exciting. And this specific painting was on my Amazon wish list, and they want like near enough $7.99, and I got it on Temu for £2.88. Like, that is a result. And I've got a few others in Christmas sort of related in that order, so you'll see when they come. And yeah, so that's pretty good. And then I saw a painting that was on Amazon, and this specific painting is like a lion cub with Simba next to it. It's like Simba and Mufasa walking in the savannah, and I was like, oh my god. And when I checked on Amazon, it was like near enough $3.99, and bizarrely it was sold from Tesco, and I thought, since when did Tesco sell paintings? But I think like the sort of bigger outlet ones do, not the sort of ones that you would get like in express stores or your basic sort of supermarket, you know, like your small sort of supermarket, Tesco. But their one on Temu was like £2.50, so I was like, this is what I'm doing now. I'm going through like my wish list, and then as soon as I put it in the basket, when I get round to it, I'll order it. But I'm now finding more and more paintings that I had on my Amazon wish list, and if I see that it's on Temu, I'll order it and take it off the wish list. I think eventually my Amazon wish list will be phased out, because Temu, I don't think, do a wish list, but if I can get them cheaper than the ones on Amazon, great. You know, that's what it's all about. And all that jazz. Okay, so we're going to do this to about another 15 minutes or so. Yeah, probably about 15 minutes, and then I can grab a cup of tea, sit down, watch a bit of TikTok. TikTok, TikTok. Need more wax, I need more wax. To my secret admirer, who very kindly bought me this, it came with, you know, the light pens. I've, on my last bit of wax, so I get a bit like, do I chuck it away, do I not? Because I don't know if you can get the round refills for that. If I could get them or locate them, I would keep that. But as my tray stands, I've got tons of this. So it's probably going to go in the bin, that little hexagonal container thing. Because look at it, it's overflowing. I get so much wax. I just feel like it's just too good to like chuck away. We're always using wax. So it's like, I don't know if I should or not. I'm just going to get a bit more actually. What I like about this wax is it's lovely and thick, whereas the square ones are not really that thick. But yeah, so this video is probably going to go out on a Monday, I think. Yes, sit down, custard creams, result. I love this yellow colour, this is so gorgeous. I mean, blue is my favourite colour, but I think I'm slowly turning to yellow. But, because it's just this vibrant, it's so gorgeous. And it's bright, you know, bright colours, if you're having a crappy day, bright colours really sort of make you, like if you see something bright, it does put a smile on your face, and that's why a lot of women like flowers. So the saying goes, apparently if a man's done something wrong, they're supposed to buy the woman the flowers to say sorry. And apparently the women go, the women are like, what have you done now? So, yeah. I mean, I love flowers, to be fair. I've got, I used to do this subscription called Barry's Cactus Club, but it was just working out too expensive. And I wanted to invest more in paintings, and then I had an orchid, but unfortunately I have had it for a couple of Easters, but this sort of year it sort of died off. And orchids are quite tricky to, you know, keep, because if you overwater it, it kills it off straight away, you know, and then the leaves fall off. But they don't really come back an awful lot. They only come back, they flower like once a year and that's sort of it. Whereas a peace lily, you've always got flowers. And as I've spoke about previously, peace lilies are great for telling you when they want to drink. If their flowers are droopy, you put water on it and then it's like its leaf could be like that, and then it springs back up. So it's such a great plant. What other plants have I had over the years? I think that's it. Oh yes, my bonsai, can't forget the bonsai tree. I do love my bonsais. If I could find one, I would buy another one. But there is, I think I saw it on Amazon, there's a bonsai, make your own bonsai kit. So maybe I will the last one of his kind. La 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 la, baby, baby. don't think we'll get all of this flower here done today, but we've got quite a lot done, to be fair. So that's pretty good. Okay, so that's most of it done. I'm not going to finish with that colour yet because we've got one that's cropped up here, and there is a little one, I think this is supposed to be like a petal or something that's fell down the vase. The vase hasn't been done, which I think is quite nice because you don't really want that diamond painted. It'll just make it off looking, but I think once we have all the green leaves mingling in will be really nice. Oh dear, do apologise. Okay, so what I'd like to do next is L. Be like Legally Blonde. Oh my god, you guys look like y'all's gonna win the prize. La 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 la, this one qualifies. Oh my god, you guys. I used to be, I crewed in that. I don't know if I can quickly get it. I'll see if I can quickly get the program in. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get it as of. Let me just check if it's. No, I won't be able to get it today. But the program, I was part of the stage crew, and if I remember, I'll try and get it and hunt it out. But we had this dog. And I've worked with a couple of dogs on stage, and the very first dog I worked with on stage was in Oliver, and that's a different production company, and they had this dog that was deaf and he couldn't hear, so the way to get it across the stage was and they do this in real life as well. What they do is when, you know, even when out and about they have to do it, and the dog was trained to look at the LED. And what happened was, oh no, hang on a minute. Oh, okay, so that's K, yeah, okay. What happened was there was a scene where the dog had to walk across the stage. So what they did was someone in stage left and stage right. We call it wing 1, wing 2, or stage left, stage right. And what they did was they pointed it on the floor, and the dog knew where to go. And obviously someone on stage right was holding it by the collar, like trying to go, like, look over there. And yeah, it just went across the stage. And it's perfect when they, you know, do what we want them to do. But it's funny also when it just, like, sometimes they wander on the stage and it's like, I'm the main actor. And then this other dog in Legally Blonde was at the Mercury Theatre in Colchester. And there was a scene where he had to come through a door, and yeah, he just bolted through this door. It was so funny, really, really good. But yeah, I'm good friends with the stage manager. But we have so many different stage managers nowadays that some of the crew, like, he's an old fellow, and he just, like, it's his way or no way sort of thing. He's very set in his ways, and he can be a bit sort of sarky with the like the prompt, not the prompts, the like the costume people and stuff, because the costumes was right at the very back of the stage behind one of the walls, and to get off you go off wing 1 right around the back. It's very cramped down there, but you can have tours there. They've recently made it bigger, so yeah. But yeah, I think Rishi Sunak is getting a lot of backlash, isn't he? Because now they're saying the cost of mortgage is going up or something. I don't think, to be fair, this country has ever run right since, gosh, probably Tony Blair or not Gordon Ramsay, David Cameron. Gordon Ramsay wasn't very nice. there was a system in college, and it was called Education Maintenance Allowance, EMA, and he was the one that scrapped that. EMA was basically a sort of bursary for like students to get there. They would get £30 a week, and it would cover like if they needed any sort of exercise books or anything relating to their courses, you know, fair and stuff, something like that. It was such a good system, and I used to have that back in college days, and then they scrapped it. And then once a year, you would, like, if you was really good and you attended all your courses, you would get £100 like bonus. So yeah, he was pretty responsible for that. So don't really like Gordon Ramsay. If he can stop something, he will. He's not a very nice MP, and you know, some old MPs do return, some don't, but yeah. Do you know what, now I've started this, I want to just, oh crumbs, where did that ping off? There was a J's pinged off, oh man. I don't know where that's come off, but I'll fix that up. That's a K, no, that's L. Where's the L gone? Let's put that there. Got a bit of a, there's a bit missing here. Okay, let's carry on, because we're back on schedule again now. I love the idea of this, like, it starts off bright and then it gets a bit darker and then it gets a little bit darker inside. It's lovely. I've got another painting like this. It's Beauty and the Beast, and it's a rose that is under this glass capsule thing. So yeah, that'll probably form in my Disney theme. So yeah. And then this lovely paper from Temu, actually. We have approached, let me just finish the J, because we have now approached 9:30, but you know how addicting this is. I've got this lovely paper from Temu, and it's like craft paper. There's a brown paper that they call craft paper, and it's really something unique, because it's something that you don't really get like in shops and that. So we have a company over here called Card Factory, and they do really good stuff in there, but my preference is always online, and I tend to leave things a little bit too late. So this year I'm starting a bit early, and yeah, so I want to get there's these fish shoes on Temu, and I want to get them because I think they'll be quite funny. So yeah. Okay, I'll show you the paper I got in a minute, but let me just do one more, and that'll complete that little bit there. Wow, this is gorgeous. I can't turn the light off because the light don't exist in this one, but isn't that gorgeous? That's fantastic. So let's put that over there. But can you see it's really sort of, it's got a bit of glitter to it, I suppose, a little bit of reflection, you can see it. But look how, you know, 3D looking it looks. So really, really nice. So I think next time we'll sort of finish off, we've sort of done there, so I think we'll finish off the S there, and we'll move it down here, get that one done, that one, and then just do this one down here, and then we can see what other colours I think will work to the top, and fill in these pink ones, which will be quite nice. But if you want to get this, it is from Craft Buddy, but I've not seen any framed ones on there since. I got this from Vinted, but this is the paper that I got, and it's, can you see, it's just like really unique, sort of like your basic sort of paper, but you get 4 sheets, and it's really, really big, because as you can see, let's move my mouse and chair out of the way and get all that over there, and then we can flatten it out. As you can see, you really get quite a lot on this, but it's your basic paper underneath. And yeah, I just thought that was great. And I saw it on Temu, because you know what it's like ordering paper these days. It's either out of stock or you've got to pay ridiculous amounts in postage to get it delivered. I mean, when I ordered my Christmas paper, they wanted $6.99, and I said, well, why's it got to be $6.99? Oh, because it's got to come through a specialist courier, because Royal Mail can't take it. Yeah, I've seen them do paper before, but anyway. But yeah, I just thought it was really cool, and there's like little flags here that say yay. So yeah, I got that for presents and stuff. I don't really want to spend loads on paper, because you know what it's like, they tear it up and then put it in the bin. So but oh look, I see a present looming here, look, see what I'm thinking. But anyway, that is what it's looking like. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap that bell if you want to be notified of all the videos I do. And I will see you for the next session next Monday. Catch you later.